Okay, man, go ahead, you're good to go.
Hi, okay, cool. Alright, this is the Bell Orchid Hotel presentation for ours. My name is Guido Valencia. I was given I was reassigned the task of Director of Food and Beverage, and also I am the Executive Chef. This is Polly Rungo.
And I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager.
We are the Food and Beverage Department. We are responsible for the operation and maintenance of the dining rooms, restaurants, room service, and the needs of other functions such as meetings, banquets, and party that desire food and beverage. I oversee purchases with the executive chef, which is me, hiring, delegating, terminating employees. I oversee training programs and ensure staff follow hotel standards. I have to maximize productivity of the kitchen. I ensure the quality of culinary dishes, modify and create new menus, and order supplies and report to the head of the establishment, which is, again, me.
My role is to help to maximize revenue through increasing profits through the food establishments, and also to get an understanding of the needs of all the customers that come in, and setting up marketing and promotional programs to bring in more clients to the hotel.
All right, this is our presentation is to analyze the profitability of the 10 most popular entrees. We established we present a 4-week period, each period using a separate worksheet, summarizing, each worksheet summarizes the cost analysis and projections. This is the week ending of June, the first week of June, ending June 7th. As you can see, this is from our first presentation. This is just like the final presentation of it. We're just going to reiterate whatever we did before. Again, the week ending, we highlighted our most popular dish was the chicken breast. Second most was prime rib Wellington. Different story with the second week, June 14th. The steak took first place. The pasta primavera took second. Third week, the steak took number 1 again. Rack lamb number 2. Week of June, the week ending of the last week of June, the Wellington was the second place, and I can't pronounce it, but it's the first place. Yeah. All right, this is a summary. The total for the monthly total. You can see every dish. Week 7, 14th, 21, 28, and then there's the totals, monthly totals. The best one was the chicken. The second most was the pasta, primavera.
The conclusions. Based on what? Based on on what we finally got together when we did the summary, we found that the best-selling entrees was chicken breast, sole almondine, and steak, which were 11% and 10% respectively. And we also found that the worst-selling entrees that we had was the real Wellington, the rack of lamb, and the pasta primavera, which were all contributing 9% to the sales mix. Now, if you look at the chart that we put together here, you can see.
Actually, hold on. This is the chart that describes what she just said.
Okay, you can see in terms of the percentage, what we had was the best-selling item, and what we had that was not so good. The line chart also shows in a very clear way what we had.
That's what I
the
said.
Best-selling item we have was
Like I said
chicken
before,
breast.
the two most popular ones, steak and
Steak. But our worst was the pasta primavera, which was not so bad considering, but it still came up to 740 entrees for the week. For the month. Now, we found that on week 1, we had the lowest entree sales, and by week 4 we had the highest entree sales. I think week 4 was about 2,066 entrees that we had.
we did a formula based on the increase and decrease of. We found kind of like it was tough because we didn't know what formula.
maybe we got the formula wrong, we don't know, but we did find that the entree sales between week 1 and 2 went up by 6.72%.
And then went down 4% in the second week.
And which was, it did go down, but slightly, you know, by 7.2% from week 3 to week 4. Now, the recommendations that we had was based on the item cost, so looking at the item cost, looking at the item profit, and looking at the percentage that it gives to the sales mix. And if you looked at the stuffed chicken, for example, the selling price was $18, and it only gave item profit of $11.50, which was about 11%. Yet it's a best-selling item, but it was only bringing $9,800 into the company. So the best way to capitalize on this is to increase the selling price to make up, because if people are willing to buy this item, and it's the most popular, we assume they'll be willing to pay a higher price. This way we can get more profit from this and to promote it aggressively. For the steak didn't have any changes that needed to be done because it was, the item profit was good, and also at a percent, 11%, that was pretty reasonable. The fill Parmigiani was to promote it as a best-selling weekend item, because during the weekdays it was selling pretty well, but on the weekends the sales went down. So we felt that that needed to go up, and to promote it as well. I mean, it was the best-selling weekend item, but very slow on the weekdays. So we would really need to promote this more on the weekdays. For the rib Wellington was to serve it as a daily special to bring it up. The profit margin was pretty good. It's $26 per item. But if you look at the percent of total it was bringing in, was only 9%, meaning that we needed to make sure that that percentage went up. For the Sol Almonte was also to serve it as a daily special. When you serve it as a daily special, it tends to give this perception of it's a good thing to have. So we'd be able to rack up the sales on that as well. It was only bringing in $13,000 into the profit margin, and we felt that could go up if we put it in as a daily special. The baked macadamia salmon was to leave as is, because not only was it having a very good item profit, it was also bringing in good money as well. The rack of lamb was also to be served, also to promote it as a daily special, and to reduce the selling price to $28, because at $30 was a bit too high for that. It was still, because the sales were still low, but doing it both ways, you know, by reducing the price and promoting it, we'll be able to bring up the revenue, and that's increase the percent to the sales mix. For the Pacific, Filipino was leave as is, because the item profit was 18.25, which was the second highest item profit, and at 10%, that was pretty good for the sales mix. The roast pork also was leave as is, because considering the item cost was only $10, and we're making $16 of profit out of this, so that was pretty good. And pre-sales mix was coming in at 10%. The pasta primavera was the worst selling item, almost all throughout the month. Considering the item cost was pretty low at $7.50, and the selling price and the item profit was only $9.50. $9.50 was very, very low. Well, that was the least item profit that we got out of this. We felt that if we promoted it aggressively and increase the price, we will give the perception that they're really getting value for their money.
So if I were to look at this, like I would say like 9%, those 9%. As a executive chef, I would make the menu so it will push those dishes more, I guess, and to sell it a little bit more consistently.
Now, the recommendations as management, because we can just work alone. We need to work with different departments that we collaborate with. We still work with the sales and marketing department to make sure that we have the promotional materials that we need, and also to help us promote the entrees during the first and last week of the month. And also was to work with the executive chef as well to make adjustments to the prices, to the menu items, to make the menu look more flashy in such a way that we can be able to promote the entrees, and also to train the staff to make sure that they're all aware of what our goal is, because if they're not on board, then we cannot really achieve what to increase the profits, to increase the revenue for Bear Locket. And overall, we thought that these positive changes will increase the hotel's profit margin, which is the main goal for the company.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions? Very nice job, guys.